Greetings to all viewers. Today, our group will be presenting about our project under the topic of probability distribution. Our group consists of 5 members. The table of content consists of 1. Introduction. Here, Abelson will explain the meaning of probability and binomial, while Mantani will explain about normal distribution. 2. Discrete random variable, which will be explained by also Mantani and Adam. 3. Continuous random variable, which will be explained by Nur Kiki and I.
So, what is probability distribution? Probability distribution is the mathematical function that gives the probability of occurrence of different possible outcomes for an experiment. What is binomial distribution? Binomial distribution can be thought of as simply the probability of success or failure outcome in an experiment or survey that is repeated multiple times. The binomial is a type of distribution that has two possible outcomes.
What is normal distribution? In graph form, normal distribution will be appeared as a bell curve. Normal distribution is a random variable is taking on numerical values determined by the outcomes of a random phenomenon.
Let's proceed to the next slide. Random variables that we choose. There are two types of random variables that we have chosen for this project, which are distribution random variable, DRV, and continuous random variable, CRV. For DRV, we use 3 pens which are black, blue, and red. The success event is getting a blue pen, while the failure event is not getting any blue pen after a certain trial. At the same time, for CRV, we conduct a survey for Form 5 SMLY students' marks of Bahasa Melayu subject for our recent PP1 exam in 2021.
As you can see, this is our table that we took from the 10 trials from the table above. We use the table to find the cumulative trial means of getting M using the formula, which is the number of cumulative M obtained from N equals to 1 to N at an instance divided by the number of trials at the instant N. From there, we can conclude that the number is moving towards a certain number, which is 0.5 specifically. Thus, 0.5 is our p-value. Our number of trials that we have decided is on 10.
Next, moving on to continuous random variable. As we can see, the majority of respondents are from 5ST class, followed by 5SC class and 5SC class. Based on the pie chart, it can be defined that the majority of Form 5 students get marks in the range of 10% to 19%, followed by 50% to 59%, 60% to 69%, 40% to 49%, 30% to 39%, and finally 70% to 79%. Further, from the information we found from a distributed of Google Forms, we have already combined our knowledge in the subject of mathematics in the topic of statistics to create this frequency table data. By using the formula and information from the frequency table, we have already managed to obtain value for mean, variance, and standard deviation. After entering the data into the existing formula, the value obtained for the mean is 66.32. Moreover, after getting the mean value, we can find the variance value by entering the information into the formula. The value for the variance is 287.385. Finally, to get the standard deviation value, the variance value needs to be square root, and we get the value of 17.
Based on the picture, our graph distribution is more like narrowly spread and not wide. The size of the bell curve is narrow. Why? This is because it has something that relates with the variance value. The smaller the value of variance, the narrower the shape of the bell curve will be, and vice versa. And based on the data that we've obtained, we can conclude that our variance value is considered to be small, and that is why our bell curve shape is narrow. Next, moving on to the range of probabilities. After having a discussion, we have decided our probability range. For minimum, the probability is bigger than 40. For maximum, the probability is smaller than 55, and for the range in between, the probability is bigger than 40 but smaller than 55. Let us focus at the first picture. By inserting minimum value, we can see that the probability is more to the right side of the graph. The value of probability that we obtain is 0.9397. As for the second graph, the probability is more to left side, and the value of probability that we obtain is 0.2522. The third graph, which represents the range in between, the value of probability obtained is 0.1919. From the first picture, the percentage of students that got 40 marks above is 93.97%, and there's 21 number of students in total. From the second picture, the percentage of students that got 55 marks below is 25.22%, and there's 6 numbers of students in total. Lastly, from the third picture, the percentage of students that got marks above 50 but less than 55 is 19.19%, and there's 4 number of students in total. And that is all from our group. Thank you!